Hi, I'm attachment specialist Adam Lane Smith, and today I'm going to answer a question that I've been asked by someone in the audience. They asked, Adam, what should a husband want? Now, that's a loaded question. That's a big one. What should a husband want? And the unspoken piece in there is, what does a healthy husband want from a marriage and from a spouse? What does a healthy husband really want? So, I'm going to answer that question today. We're going to dive right into it. First, let's define what is a healthy husband. A healthy husband is a man who has good attachment. And what that means is he understands he is not earning love and approval from other people. So when he acts, it is out of genuine desire to act, to help somebody, to improve relationships, to solve problems, not for the sake of getting something in return. That is the first step on health. That is the very first step on health. A healthy husband also is a man who feels that he has some control in his life, and what we call an internal locus of control. That is how you can indicate that he will be able to achieve things. He says, I can go out and achieve things. I can lose weight. I can increase my earnings. I can solve problems. I can help people. He will not be acting from a place of desperation. He won't be acting from a place of helplessness. He probably will not be acting from a place of depression and of trying to just get dopamine binges. So he must have good attachment, and he must have some sort of internal locus of control. And he must, point number 3, be able to acknowledge that he needs other people and their perspective to be able to continue to affect change. This includes getting data from other people so that he feels that he has some control, because he won't always have the answers. So being able to get answers and solutions and data from other people, being able to openly ask things, this requires good attachment, because you can't say, I am having a problem, I need help solving it, when you have bad attachment. Because everyone will say, you're a fraud, or you think. That must be in place, but he also then must be able to ask his spouse, hey, here's what I'm thinking. Let's work as a team. Give me your input on this decision I'm about to make. Or even if it's a big decision, let's work on this decision together. He needs to have that piece in place. Again, attachment, internal locus of control, they stack. Good attachment gives you closer to an good internal locus of control, which in turn reveals the need to have input from others, which then leads to that third step. Attachment, control, openness to others. 3 pieces. That defines a healthy husband. That right there defines a healthy husband, because everything from that then, he should have good emotional stability. He's not chasing binges of dopamine just to feel better. He is not going to be blowing up with anger bursts, because he's not contained all the time. He will be healed from whatever stresses, whatever traumas he might have, because he's healed his attachment, he's healed his locus of control, he's open with others. Those 3 pieces will circumvent the vast majority of problems that a family will have because of an unstable husband or unstable father. That right there is how you define a healthy man. So then the question becomes, what does a healthy husband want? What should a healthy husband want? Well, a healthy husband should want some sort of goal in life. He should have some sort of goal, a couple of goals probably. They should weave together to have an overall goal. If he's a husband, odds are good he probably is going to have kids. Odds are good. Not always. But he is going to either have kids, he's going to have biological kids, adopted kids, people he's mentoring, a business he's building, something in that vein. Healthy men want to build something and create something of a legacy. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you've ever seen the pyramid, it goes up and up and up. And as you satisfy basic living, food and shelter, and you satisfy safety and security, you start satisfying belonging and relationships. You start satisfying principles, goals, financial resources. Then you hit self-actualization, which starts looking outward of what can I build and achieve to make a lasting impact, a legacy for other human beings, and make life better for them, leave an impact on the world. That is where we start building. So when all these needs are met, we automatically start going that direction. So a healthy husband will be looking at long term. His logical left side of his brain will also be activated. I don't know where my camera's how it's flipped, but logical left side of his brain, he will be focused on, how do I build a long-term legacy for something. Whatever that is his mission. His internal locus of control and his openness with others will allow him to reach that mission. He will then be looking for a healthy wife, healthy spouse, or whatever the case may be with sexuality. He will be looking for a healthy spouse who can focus on helping him achieve that mission in some way. Now, in a lot of cases, that's a stay-at-home wife who cares for the children as he financially builds a business and builds a financial inheritance for those children to create a long-lasting legacy of emotionally and mentally and physically and financially healthy children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. And the two of them, husband and wife, are working together to achieve that mission. She needs to be emotionally stable and decrease her drama output so that he's not always dealing with her emotional turbulence, which will distract him from his mission. She needs to have good financial sense so she's not overspending everything he's earning. She needs to be nurturing and caring for his children or for him. She needs to have some, not always, but it is helpful if she has some level of input, of awareness at least, of the industry he's working in so that he can at least talk with her about some of his frustrations and get a feminine perspective instead of the masculine, just keep driving at the problem until we solve it. The feminine perspective of what about all these other pieces that you can use? What about all these other pieces that will be impacted by this decision you're making? Get the whole 360 view. Men have a very direct laser view. Women typically have a very 360 view. Typically, it's the way our brains are functioning and the way that they work differently. Men front to back, women typically side to side. Those brain functions are just different, and they're helpful when they are complementary. So a woman who can give those pieces. So then what she needs to have is good attachment so that she is not running secret expectations, so that she is open and connected with him, so that she's able to provide that emotional intimacy that he's going to need to optimize his serotonin, his dopamine, his vasopressin, his oxytocin. She's going to need to fix her attachment for herself and for any children they may have, because if his children are falling apart, that's destroying his legacy. If they don't have children, but he's running a business, if she is emotionally unstable, he cannot focus on that business. He has to focus on taking care of her. If she is financially unstable, she's taking from his business. If she is the less bad that she is, the less stress she's creating, so she's at least a neutral factor in his life. And the more good she can provide through healthy attachment, not trying to earn his approval all the time obsessively, and then that's not enough, so she earns approval from other people. Being able to get her needs met and clearly state what her needs are and say, here is what I need from you, here is the reward I will give to you, if you want to state that way. It's not quite that transactional. It's, here are your needs, here are my needs. For me to meet your needs, I need my needs to get met so then I can fulfillingly meet your needs. And you can then in turn meet my needs, and we will mutually share our needs back and forth together as a team so that we grow stronger together because we are mutually lovingly sharing our needs and fulfilling each other. Not because we got what we wanted, but because we love each other and want to help each other, over-fulfilling each other on both sides. In that case, that when she has good, healthy attachment, when she has an internal locus of control, that she can achieve some goals. She doesn't feel totally helpless in the relationship and say, I'm just here, I don't know. When she says, no, wait, I can set a goal, and even if it's his goals, I can help him meet them. I can help him accomplish them. I can, whatever it might be. And then that openness of being able to call him out and say, hey, wait a minute, you're about to make a mistake here. Let's talk about this. Before you proceed, I can see a danger you can't see. Let's talk about that. Being able to say, hey, wait a minute, you're really grumpy today. Something is wrong. Your stress levels are up. What is happening? Call him out a little bit and give some accountability. Very helpful in a healthy relationship. All of that adds up to improving his quality of life so that he can achieve. The goal is not to become a totally submissive doormat slave. The goal is to meet his needs and get your needs met in return. Fulfill the partner, fulfill that husband, and he can in turn fulfill your needs. That's that goal, because a healthy husband does not want a doormat for a partner. A healthy husband wants a loving, strong, not overbearing, but strong, able to endure, able to speak up, courageous, compassionate, loving, nurturing partner who is a full human being, who does not just shut up and do what they're told, who can speak, who can push back when necessary, who is a trusted member of that team. A healthy husband wants a trusted member of his team. Someone who's stable. Someone who does what they need to be doing. Someone who gives the good and does the good and knows the good and then seeks it out and does it without having to be prompted along every step of the way. A healthy husband wants a fully realized wife who is caring and compassionate, but strong and aware and says what needs to be said. Gets her needs met, is clear about them, and helps him achieve his goal. And encourages him when he's feeling discouraged. Now, hopefully there's a lot of healthy people watching this saying, you know what, that sounds like pretty good things. I think that wives probably want much the same in return. The question was, what does a healthy husband want? That's the angle we're taking. Some people might be watching this saying, how dare you tell women to just be quiet and be doormats? Again, no healthy husband wants a doormat. The healthiest men I know have some of the most strong-willed wives with some of the biggest personalities, and they wouldn't have it any other way, because that is the only way those men have been able to achieve the goals that they have. Some of them are millionaires, and they started from poverty, and the strength of their wife, her openness, her awareness, her clarity, her lack of drama, her nurturing skills, her encouragement. Sometimes it's a pat on the head, sometimes it's a kick in the butt. That encouragement, meeting his needs, but getting her needs met too. Taking control. If the husband is the CEO, the wife becomes a really powerful COO who whips everything into shape and says, all right, if that's your vision for the company, here's what I need from you to be able to achieve it. Here are your pieces that I expect from you. A healthy husband wants a wife who has clear expectations of him and gives him things to do and accomplish, and then rewards him when he does those with more affection, love, overwhelming. Reward might not be the best word, but it also kind of is. Not that he needs it and is desperate for it, but they should reward each other. When your team accomplishes something, you should reward each other for your hard work. That's what a healthy husband and wife both want, because it's remarkable. A lot of the things that a healthy husband wants are things that a healthy wife also typically will want. Right? A healthy wife wants a team member, wants somebody who's focused, low drama, clear expectations, financially, mentally, emotionally stable and responsible, has some sort of long-term goal, has some sort of plan in place, believes they can go accomplish it, has openness, has fixed attachment, healthy attachment. It's almost as if this is what human beings want from each other. This is what healthy human beings want from each other. Now, there are specifics to husbands and specifics to wives, and those are stereotypical pieces because they fit the majority of the population. Some wives might be watching this. So type A, executive female wives might be watching this saying, he's describing me. I'm the husband in my relationship. And that might be the case. Everybody has different brain chemistry, and there are only averages, which means there are people above and below the average. There are only generalizations. I can't make 600 different videos for 600 different types of personalities. These are generalizations, and you may have more or less of some of these. You should be having a conversation about those expectations. I've got other videos on this channel to show you how to do that. I've got one titled, Why Your Unspoken Expectations Will Ruin Everything. Because they will. Healthy husbands and healthy wives want expectations put clearly on the table. These are all the pieces that a healthy husband and healthy wife should want. So if you want a healthy husband or a healthy wife, you need to fix your attachment. You need to fix your internal locus of control. You need to improve your openness with other people, which includes clear expectations. It includes the clear sharing of needs. It includes stability financially, mentally, emotionally. It includes all of those pieces so that you can output the best love and care to your partner while minimizing your negative, hurtful output that would negatively impact their life and their accomplishments. That's really what you need to do if you want a healthy, loving partner and a marriage that's just going to rock. So, I'm Adam Lane Smith, attachment specialist. Thanks for watching. If this is helpful, I hope it is, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the message and make your expectations clear. Thank you.